Are you looking for a build for the 1 month flashback challenge league? Are you panicking because the 1 month league is almost there and you don't know what to play? Do you just want to get that MTX and not give a shit about being original with your build? Well, fear not, boring power gamer, cause I got you covered. With overpowered cookie cutter meta builds! And I know what you're thinking. Are those builds really foolproof? And have you tested all of those builds? Will I be able to win the Alienware thing with these builds? What is that thing anyways, a PC trying to be a console? I will answer all those questions and more in this video. So are those builds really foolproof? Well, this is SOP as it gets right now in Path of Exile. If you cannot do your challenges with these builds, you probably cannot do them at all. So let's get started. For our caster build we have Incinerate. Incinerate has 0% crit chance. But apparently someone thought it would be balanced to compensate that by giving it as much damage as other spells get with crit. What? That means you can become a fucking tank and still deal huge amounts of damage because you do not need to invest into crit. And with some projectile speed it covers half the screen too. It's so strong, it doesn't even matter what you do with it. You can play it with RF as totems, hybrid as life, CI, life-based, EB mom, block, iron will, low life, it does not matter. Did I mention this is also one of the best skills to kill Atziri with? Talking about Atziri, next on the list is Summon Raging Spirits. SRS is basically like Incinerate except that you do not even have to aim it yourself. You just create those heat-seeking skulls that kill everything. This makes the build extremely safe. Since they made getting a 5-link stuff easy as hell, gearing has become a lot easier even with the build being so popular. Oh, and while we're at it, classic summoners are ridiculous as well. You level as a Flame Totem Firestorm character, aka the fastest leveling spec in the game, just to swap to an endgame map clearing monster as soon as you get to Merciless. Summoners can clear mid-tier maps using an Aurum Vorax as their weapon. What? So basically they get their resistances capped for free. That means you can cheaply get tons of ES and life on your gear. Not like you need it because you are probably dual cursing and mobs are unable to touch you through your wall of minions anyways. All you need to destroy endgame content is a 5-link and Bones of Ullr boots. Who comes up with those names, by the way? Anyways, next on the list for range attacks we got Poison Arrow. Yet another build that requires almost nothing to do insane damage. For Poison Arrow, get a 5-link bow with +2 to bow gems and get some damage on your jewels. Congratulations, you now got great clear speed. Well, since our damage is already taken care of, we can now focus on defensive stats on our gear, use defensive auras, get a ton of utility and defense from the tree. Did I mention that we are immune to reflect by default? But we definitely have to mention Explosive Arrow as a close second. How to Explosive Arrow. 1. Get a Quill Rain. 2. Use the Blood Magic Keystone. Because mana costs are high and auras on an Explosive Arrow character are about as useful as nipples on a man. 3. Clear speed and tankiness achieved. Both these builds can easily be played as magic finders as well. Since playing dual flame totems for the 847th time in a row is probably as fun as punching yourself in the nuts, I recommend trying these two builds as an alternative. And lastly, for melee skills, we got, surprise, Cyclone. ETOP's Cycloner was the first level 100 in Tempest League. There you go, pick one of these if you stop giving a fuck about originality, challenging gameplay and character customization. Just go and get that precious MTX. So for the next question, have I tested all of those builds? Well, no. I played some of them in Tempest League, but not all of them. I usually like to try out stuff so I end up with less popular builds. But I do not judge any of the unoriginal, boring elitists who just want to be successful. Now for the last question. Will you be able to win the Alienware thing with these builds? Nope. For more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I try to make a video at least once a week. Sometimes I also stream on twitch.tv/itsyoji.